ESBR Boxing, delighted to be joined by promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, thanks for a bit of your time. I know it's late. Saw another clash tonight between your show and the Queensberry show. We saw one last week between Conor Benn and the Boxer show. Do you think anything can be done to kind of stop these clashes from happening at all?
I just think it's a state of British boxing, really. There's so many shows, I think the broadcaster will always choose the date. And also there's a lot of big other sporting events outside of boxing that are on as well. So, they'll tell us a date, we'll try and find a venue, we'll announce it, someone will announce after, or they'll announce first, but we've got no other choice but to go on the date. So it's never ideal, but there's enough viewers, and now I think with digital TV and catch-up TV and stuff like that, I think everybody's able to watch when they can.
If Boxer or Queensberry approached you and said, let's flip a coin, winner gets 10 o'clock, ring walk time, loser gets 10:30, is that something you'd be open to or not so much?
No, not really, no.
Makes sense. Garcia Haney, it's been announced. What did you think of the kind of the fight that happened in that venue?
I mean, look, they were meeting up for a face-to-face to be filmed. I don't think they were expecting it quite to go off like that. But it's all good hype for the fight. You saw it tonight with Cameron Vong and Jordan Flynn. On a lower level, it's exciting. And sometimes, when you bring a fighter together like that, it's going to spill over. But it's a great fight. It's going to be a great build-up, and looking forward to April 20th.
There's one thing on that fight. We've got some massive fights coming up. That fight, Bivol Beterbiev, Fury Usyk. Out of those three, when it comes to eyeballs, what's the biggest fight, do you think?
Look, you got Joshua Ngannou as well. I think that's a huge fight. So all of those fights are going to do huge numbers. Bivol Beterbiev, it's not a trade fight, but it is a real fight fans fight. Haney Garcia, you got two different fan bases there as well. And Fury Usyk, the undisputed heavyweight world championship. So it's just a great time for big fights in boxing at the moment.
One thing on Joshua Ngannou, how big is this fight in Anthony Joshua's career? We know he's had some massive stadium fights. How big is this one?
There's a lot of jeopardy in the fight, I think it's going to be interesting to see how he comes through the fight. But yeah, I'm ready to see him shine on March the 8th.
Without getting ahead of ourselves, do you think the most likely thing for Joshua after the Ngannou fight, if he comes through, is to face Filip Hrgović still?
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, you could see him fight straight for the undisputed, but Hrgović definitely an option.